Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a PvZ Patreon cast for those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. I really do appreciate you guys if you're watching this the week of October the 30th, 2022. I really do appreciate the support. If you're watching this after that week, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. So, top left here of Stargazers, we have a red zerg player. It is Solar from Team Onside. And the top right, it is ArT, who's a Russian Protoss player. Now look, I know what you're thinking here. I know what you're thinking. Like, okay, but Solar playing against some random foreigner from Russia? What is this all about? And I don't know, man, other than the fact that ArT has been able to do some very long macro games against some big names, like Solar here. So I'm just curious to see what his playstyle is, what he's up to. I got this replay from Wardy, big replay pack that he sent out to his supporters. That's how I get replays from Wardy. Check him out on YouTube and on Twitch. The links are in the description. Support him. And, yeah, just let him know that Falcon sent ya. So 16, 18, 17 timing here from Solar. He is not concerned at all about what ArT is doing here. And just gateway expand timing here from ArT. Okay. And the probe is playing the mineral game. And everything is standard here. We've got Terra the Overlord moving out. Cybernetics core on the way. Boom. Boom. Anywho, yeah, this should be great. I'm very interested to see, because honestly, if you threw me in a game with Solar and ArT and said, okay, predict how this game will go, I would say it's going to be over in like 4 minutes. Solar's going to go some like Roach Ravager 2-base crazy timing attack, and ArT's going to be like, blah, and just falls over and dies. So, that could still, I don't know. The length of this replay indicates that's not what happens. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just a 2-base Roach Ravager timing attack, and ArT falls over and dies, and then stays in the game. And then Solar takes every base on the map and spreads creep literally everywhere for the next, like, 10 minutes. That'd be funny. Ooh, Proxy Stargate from ArT. I like that quite a bit. Okay, we've got some sneakiness in here. Some sneakiness to him. Not that Solar doesn't expect a Stargate opening here. Right, come on. This is how Protoss opens PvZ these days. It's just in a fun position is all. Let's see. No vision. Yeah, there's no way. Overlord's down here. Zelnaga Watchtower doesn't reach up here. Oh, hang on. How far does the Zelnaga Watchtower see? Oh my gosh. It doesn't see all the way up there, does it? Well, it sure does. Okay, so if you're gonna... That's so well placed, too. There's an Overlord checking to see if anything comes across this airspace too. So, look, Solar's not going to be caught off guard by this at all. About 3:30 is the time you want to start your safety spores here. You know what? On this map, with the rush distance over the air being so short, maybe even a little bit earlier here. But just to be safe, I mean, just having safety spores means DTs can't kill you, means Oracles can't kill you, means Void Rays have a hard time against you. So Oracle's going to come through. Overlord sees this. Spores immediately start. Yeah, like 3:32. Spore 1 starts. This Oracle's name is Noskanamus. I don't know if that's like a take on Nostradamus. Ah, but see, a drone died, but there's 2 queens in the main base. So that's going to work out just fine. We've said that before, right? It's a spore and a queen, or it's 2 queens to deal with a single Oracle. If there's a second Oracle, though, then suddenly you want 2 queens and a spore, or 3 queens. It's tough. It gets really dicey once there are multiple Oracles out here. He's taking a 3rd base at his sneaky safe location back here. I like it a lot. I like what ArT is doing here. His macro looks really solid. And yeah, if you want to take a Zerg player like Solar to a macro game, then you got to be good with macro. I think that just goes without saying. All right, so robotics facility warping in here from ArT. He's got Twilight Council and a Forge back home in his main base. The Oracles are getting nothing done. I mean, look. Solar's a top 10 player in the world, so as a Zerg player, he's just not going to lose a lot to your Oracle shenanigans. He knows how to watch the minimap. He's got enough queens. He's going to position them perfectly to deal with you to the fact that, you know, at the point that the Oracles can really only throw down Revelations, and they feel pretty useless otherwise. Look at this. Look at this. yeah, he just got Overlord spread. He's got Creep spread. He's got all the vision here. Solar's got a bunch of Lings, but like, good luck. Adept in the wall, 2 sentries for force fields if things get really dicey there at the front. And a 4th base coming in here from Solar because I think the Overlord scouted? Yeah. The Overlord did scout that. Oracle's trying to get them kills. 1 apiece. So 2 drones have died. It's just not enough. They've not paid for themselves whatsoever. And this one, I mean, original Oracle here, Nos Canamus, as like 5 HP. So that's not great. So Solar's got a bunch of Lings. This might be one of those games the Zerg player thinks he can kill the Protoss fast, and then he can't. And he spent too much, you know, too many resources and too much larva on Lings or something, and then his economy's behind, and then the Protoss is able to get a good lead, and then the game continues from there. Yeah, that's a lot of Lings. I really don't know what Solar's trying to do here. I don't. Hallucinated Phoenix, double Oracle continuing to move on in. Shields are back. That's the nice thing about being Protoss is that, you know, your shields regen pretty quickly. So you've always got some extra HP ready to rock. War Prism coming in from ArT. And he's got a Robotic Spay on the way. So we might see some Disruptor drops. Maybe some Colossus drop shenanigans. That would be hilarious, because boy, do we never, ever see those. Yeah, Overseer says, yeah, obviously this base is here. I knew that. Let's go ahead and scout on in. You're going to see a Twilight Council. That's about it, man. And like a couple of Warp Gates. Nothing crazy at all. I keep expecting this to be maybe okay, well. Yeah, I don't know. So Lings get a probe, and they're outnumbered here, and there's a Stasis Ward over there, and yeah, these Lings were created. Solar should have about like 10 more workers. He's got 77, so I mean, are we really worried about him at this stage of the game? I don't know that we are. But yeah, shield battery cannon here from ArT, just in case the Lings come back. It's easier to hold. He's got a 4th base warping in here, too, on the low ground. And yeah, force fields are huge if you're dealing with Lings like this. Really, it's also consistently scouting with Hallucinated Phoenix, which is very good. Lings all the way back home here from Solar. What's Solar up to? Obviously, we see Hydras. We saw the Hydralisk Den. Is he just going to try to Hydra push this straight up? I guess the Hydras are really good against the Oracles. If the Oracles are used for base defense, obviously, you know, good against any Void Rays that might pop out here, too. There is a Fleet Beacon up from ArT, which is interesting. And he's got a Disruptor on the way. So, yeah, it's going to be Disruptor. Nice trigger. Beautiful trigger by Solar on that Stasis. Beautiful. Just like, that is the worst case scenario for ArT there. I'm not happy about it. Charge coming in. I mean, this could just be a game where ArT's able to get some really nice Disruptor shots off. That would be pretty cool. Hive's on the way. Lurker Den coming in from Solar too. So, Hydroling being into Lurker. ZVP traditional stuff here. And a pretty good answer to what we're seeing here from ArT, where he's got some Disruptors, and again, my gosh, the triggering of these Stasis Wards is triggering for ArT. It's gotta be. Cannon shield batteries. He sees the Disruptors, and he's like, yeah. I suck so much trying to engage with Disruptors. Especially if you've got like Roach Ravager and Hydra Lurker. Lings are fast enough to dodge the Purification Nova, but man, Roach is off creep even with speed. Not fast enough. I have personal experience with that this week. So 5th base here from Solar on the low ground, just like ArT here for his 4th base. And I don't know, you just allowed Solar just quickly to max out. So we've got carriers on the way because there's a Fleet Beacon. And Hydralisks are not very good against carriers. You do need Disruptors once the carriers reach a certain point. Like, I don't know. The point is around 7 to 9 carriers. It doesn't matter how many Hydralisks you have, they're just going to melt. Especially if there are upgrades. We've got Vipers coming in. We've got Lurker Range coming in. We've got Adrenal Glands coming in for the Lings. And yeah, alright. 155 supply here for ArT. He's got carriers. He's got warping in charge lots here at the 4th base in the bottom left. And there are spines here just prepared for that eventuality. And yeah, the drones are like, huh? What? Was there a drop? Just keep happily mining. 5th base on the way here from ArT down the right side. But yeah, if you try to engage with like 3 to 5 carriers against Hydralisks, especially if there are Vipers around, just yoinking carriers into the Hydralisks. Bam, bam. Carrier dead. Oh, these blink. Okay, I was going to say, blinking away, and okay. All right. So not all of the Stalkers died. That's nice. Oh, Disruptor hit. Oh, that's a good one. Meanwhile, what are we charge lots inside the main base of Solar going after? Oh, getting the spawning pool would be amazing. Getting rid of Adrenal would be sick. Trying to take down the Lurker Den, that's not happening, boys. Good attempt, though, but Adrenal Glands finishes anyway. Now, here's the question. Does Solar know about the Fleet Beacon? Yes, he came in. He's getting a Spire. He knows. He knows. Great. Stasis Trap on the... Oh, dude. Okay. ArT's using Stasis Traps in an excellent way here. And I think that was a Warp Prism that just got picked off at the 12 o'clock. Dude, this Russian guy is not bad. Okay, now this is Stargazers. So this map, this right here, this base. Bam. If Solar can hold this, he's got a good chance to win the game. Banelings are like, okay. Yeah, that was... Nope. That was just a nope on those Banelings. Dude, that sucks for Solar. Like I was saying, the Zerg player can hold this, they're probably going to win the game. If they can't hold it, they're probably going to lose the game. It's really, you know, it's an interesting setup for this particular matchup here. Whenever a Zerg player is involved, abducting the Disruptors in and picking them off with Lings and Banes. So good abducting the carrier in, and the Hiders are finishing that off. Good force fields on those Banelings. This base lives despite a million Lings showing up. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. 40 Lings coming in. They've got a Dreidel. They've got +2 attack. They're looking hot. There was an attack down here to the south. I'm guessing that was some Zealots to try to pick this base off. But again, ArT's not finding any real solid damage here. What he is at is 76 workers. Income is largely favoring Solar here, though, because it's 88 workers for him, and he's just got more available mineral patches than ArT's rolling with right now. He is starting to saturate the 5th base, which will help immensely for him. But yeah, Ultralisk Cavern, 13 Corruptors at a time coming in. These Zealots really want to get down here and deal with this, but once the Lings have Adrenal, the Zealots just do not have a good time. They are straight up not having a good time. So yeah, I'd say ArT's pretty good with Stasis Traps. Is this what it's called? Stasis Ward, with Stasis Wards, with Carriers, with Force Fields especially, he's been very good with. A couple good Disruptor shots there too. DT Blinks on the way. I mean, ArT just seems like a really all-around solid guy. Solid Protoss player here, and Solar really hasn't been able to take him down. He's made some efforts to get rid of bases. Hasn't pulled it off yet. That Ling triggers a Stasis Ward. Beautifully done again here by Solar. He's just... I mean, this is why I guess we don't see Korean Protoss use Stasis Ward a lot. Because the Korean Zerg are just like, yeah, we know. We know where they are, and we're just gonna... This DT's gonna die to spines. Hey, buddy, I didn't want to get poked to death. Not a good time at all. Changeling Zealots versus real Zealots here. Ready, fight! I mean, 2 Changelings, right? 1 hit, they're dead. So real Zealot wins. Every time. But again, the Adrenalings, not gonna win. Bottom right base, checking for that. No, says Solar, not there. Maybe try to sneak up. Oh, cut Stasis Tier. Oh my gosh, that was huge. He wasn't ready for that one. And Solar's like, all right, fine. But, oh, we're just going to explode on gateways? That's not good. Solar, dude, come on. Like, you're probably going to win this game, but you're being sloppy. And maybe that's the reason ArT's taking these guys to late game, is because no one's taking him seriously. And he's just good enough to where... And these Hiders are all dead. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Hiders are dead. Lings are dead. Right. Carriers are amazing. You can really only deal with them with Corruptors. If you don't like Corruptors, too bad. The Carriers are going to win. Tectonic Destabilizers on the way. But yeah, like I was saying, you just don't take ArT seriously for the first 10 minutes, and suddenly you're like, oh, he's maxed out. Oh, he's got 6 bases. Oh, I should probably put on my big boy hat, says Solar. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's get this show on the road. All right, again, this is the base. I told you earlier, this base is everything for Solar. And I don't think he's going to keep it. I think it's toast. I don't think he's got enough to engage here. Yeah, hatch down big time. He big-timed him there. And ArT's like, yeah, this map, this base, that's what matters here. There's Archons. Disruptor shots are going to be big. Abject Chaos in here. Storm is up. The Ultras are killing everything on the ground. Parasitic Bomb goes down on the carriers just for a little bit of extra damage. The Ultras are taking a lot of hits. One of them is very close to dead. Did his obs get sniped there? I think so. Is this another stasis? Oh my gosh, another stasis. Dude, Solar's getting... He's dealt very well with them to a certain extent, but like the other extents, he's getting wrecked by these things. So the banelings try to flee, and the cannons and the Archons say, good luck with that, bye. So adding more Void Rays into the composition to deal with the Corruptors, which are obviously a concern here. So there are Queens to help deal with the Void Rays, obviously. The Ultras are here to deal with whatever the ground is, and there aren't any Immortals, which is a problem. That's why we usually see Immortals here. Archon's shield battery overcharge time. Let's go, Archon. Bruh. What Archon standing amongst... No, even with shield battery overcharge, if he gets surrounded, he's a dead nerd. Mothership is here. Killing the Overseers means the invisibility is there, and the Overseer's fleeing, actually. Solar has one. But maybe he feels that one is not enough. An Ultralisk gets sniped down by Void Rays. Void Rays are... Look how fast they are. With the Flux Veins, they are super duper fast. There's also some more Zealots inside the main base of Solar. That's crazy. Zealots, oh my gosh, going after drones, forcing a cancel of the 6 o'clock base replant by Solar. ArT? So I was not expecting you to really be in any kind of position to win this game at all, but you're kind of in a position to win this game right now. This is one DT. Look at him going after the non-guaranteed damage today. Kill these drones. Okay, he figured it out. And then he died. Just last second, figured it out. So the trick here is that ArT doesn't even need this space. He just needs to make sure that Solar doesn't get it. And ArT really should win through the power of cost effectiveness, right? Solar's already lost 19,000 resources. ArT has lost 16,000. That should pretty much continue along that trend. What the heck? Just killed 7 drones. What? Just killed 7 drones. These DTs maybe? Nope. They don't have any kills at all. They got DT Blink though, which is cool. Alright, Solar says. This is for real this time. Do Ultras trigger Stasis Wards? I'm realizing. This DT's like, see, this is a priority. Well, they killed the Spore, but then there were Overseers, so bloop. Not good times. Infestors coming in, additional upgrades, air armor, as well as shields for ArT here. And ArT's just like, this is how I see Zerg players die. It's this carrier, mothership, void ray, you know, ground stuff. Kill these creep tubers. Where are your obs? Honestly, though. Another stasis catches most of the lings. Insane. What is killing probes? Or drones? DT. DT. Oh my gosh. It's only... The income tab is now severely in ArT's favor. So yeah, this guy ArT. Here's the funny thing. I'm pretty sure most people aren't even going to click on this because they're like, Solar easily wins. Who's ArT? I've never heard of ArT before. And then ArT's going to win, and they're going to feel silly. But they won't know. They won't know. All right, feedback's on the Overseer. Dude. The Corruptors can engage. Too many Archons on the ground. Too many Void Rays. Counterattack. This is me against Skytoss. I'm like, well, I'll go kill their buildings. That's how you win games of StarCraft. I certainly can engage with this garbage. I get very salty when someone goes, like, uses this strat again. Oh, Broodlords. Yeah, no, that's... Nope. I don't think that's the right thing we want to be doing here. Lings get inside the house, but there's DTs and cannons and shield batteries, and that's not going to do anything at all. Dude, what is happening? Honestly, what is happening in this game? Sporecrawler Force is up, sort of, but like, eh? Nice fungal. You need a prismatic alignment, these Corruptors and these Broodlords if you're going to win this game. Uh-oh. The Void Rays are going down. All the spellcasting here. Fungals. Whoa, 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 whoa. You, Solar, gets ArT to walk into an absolute ambush there. Okay, all right. Solar's retaken control of this game. Retaken utter control of this game. He's up 185 to 159 supply. Sure, the income is still in the Blues' favor, which is not great. And sure, Solar still needs this base to live. These charge lots. They're like, we're pretty good at +3 attack and everything, but that's 3 ultras with +3 attack, so not happening. I'm sure they even have chitinous, and they do. Yeah, all right. And they have anabolic synthesis because they've got little air trails coming off their butts when they run. See? You can see them. It means they're moving fast. They are. They're very fast. Okay, so look, this is about what I expected. This is ArT giving Solar an actual real game. This is not Solar being like, this guy sucks. Zealot run by kills an infester. That's not nothing. That's definitely a something here. But dude, Solar losing these 2 bases of income is not great for him, and not being allowed to get this one either is also really bad. So like, Solar economically is in a lot of trouble. Like, look at this income advantage. Look at it. It was all red, and then about 4 minutes ago it went blue, and it's staying blue. He's killing some of his own probes to free up supply for him. I'm guessing more carriers. Another mothership and whatnot, you know. So we got the Broodlord, Corruptor, Viper, Infester tech here. We're going Parasitic Bombcast. We're going Fungals. Maybe a little Neural Parasite if that's being researched, and it has been researched. Yes, excellent. Another Zealot attack. Again, not getting a ton done with these Zealots. They killed the Spine. I don't know. It's not nothing done, which I guess is what matters. CT's down here randomly going to town on a single extractor. Can maybe get these drones. Again, if he had some map awareness, he could probably get some drones. No. Don't go back in. Get out of there. Get out. Dirt out of the... Oh, he did. He blinked right out of there. And then... Oh, look at him hiding in this corner. You figured he'd come over here, did ya? Did you think he'd come over here? Uh-oh. Oh, man. I thought he was going to juke back this way. That would have been so cool. He did not. So, look. ArT says, yeah, this is a composition Zerg players really struggle with engaging. They can, obviously, because that's what we saw about 3 minutes ago. But it's not fun for them. And if this base goes to ArT, ArT wins. If nobody gets it, I think Solar's disadvantaged. But if nobody gets it, I think Solar's probably going to win just through pure skill on his level. What is killing more drones? More DT stuff? Probably. Ooh, 14 probes just died. What in the name was that? Is this him just killing his own probes to free up supply? I think it is. It's gotta be. I didn't see an attack there from Solar. There might have been one, but... Look at this creep all over this base. This is hilarious. Look at mining out that wall so we can get... Ooh, he wants an attack path into the main base of ArT. I like that a lot. Send the ultras up that way. Then when ArT responds to it, come and kill this. Dude, this is huge. This is so... He's abandoning it. He's not even protecting it. I guess he's trying to kill this bottom left hatch for the second time today. The Corruptors are out of position to save it. I mean, they're not even close. And then ArT's like, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. He just straight up kills it. Kills a bunch of creep. The creeps are going to recede like crazy. This base coming up. Both players are maxed out with pretty decent banks. ArT's is a little bit bigger on minerals, and Solar's is a bit bigger on gas. I guess this is what he's spending his money on, is charge lots. Killing drones here is really good stuff. Like, excellent stuff here. It's only 28 workers for Solar. Are you kidding me right now? 28! That's why the income tab is so blue. It's so blue right now. And this base isn't even up yet. Dude, Solar. So this map isn't great for Zergs because, as I've said 1,000 times already, this base matters way too much. If Zergs can hold it, and it's hard to hold, yeah, they'll probably win the game. But if they can't, it's a nightmare for them. nightmare for them to win this game. But the spellcasters, the Vipers, the Infestors, the Queens even with their transfuse, abducting the Oracle, and Goo gets a revelation off before it gets killed. That's pretty amazing stuff, actually. Spore Crawler Forest is transplanted all the way down here. Yeah, the Ling Ultra stuff got up into this secret backdoor base of ArT's, but like, so what, I guess, is the trick here? Okay, this is bad. Ling Ultra on top of your production? Did he force a recall or nah, man? ArT's like, you know what? You can have it. That's not great, actually. He's mining a tiny bit from the 6 o'clock base. His main base is dying. Ooh, what? Oh, there was a recall. Solar saw the recall, and then that is the indication for the Brewlords to move in and wipe this base out. Yep, that's what I was worried about happening here for ArT. Was a little bit of a ground attack up there, forced the recall, and then this base dies. So does ArT say base race? Does he say, what if I just go kill all your stuff? Like, that might not be a bad strategy. Broodlords are stupid slow. Like, insanely, dumbly slow. Dude, this Warp Prism's like, ah! Run! This Spore Crawler Forest taking tectonic destabilizer hits here. Infestors, 3 of them go down. 2 Disruptor hits there. ArT's got a lot of money for Interceptors, but not like infinite amount of money for Interceptors. So I think that's why he pulled back. He was losing too many of the little flyy boys. So look, behold, nobody owns the 6 o'clock base, which puts it in favor of ArT a little bit here. This is crazy. I really did not expect this game to go 26 minutes or to see ArT looking this good and being this smart. Ooh, Flyer Attack level 3 and Carapace level 3 just about to finish here from our Corruptor guys. So 2 carriers die thanks to Abducts. This is free, man. It's free stuff here from Solar. Feedbacks, Fungals abducting the mothership. And a second Abduct is enough to make sure she's dead. Okay. Alright. Alright. Time Warp, not enough to save her. It was a worthy effort there from ArT. And yeah, I don't know. If you plopped someone down into this game at this point and didn't show them the names, right? You were just like, okay, here's the situation. We've got this army. We've got this army. We're 26 minutes in. Who's the Protoss? Who's the Zerg? Nobody would be like, this is a top-level Korean Protoss or Zerg, and some random foreigner Protoss. Not even EU. I mean, I guess, is Russia EU? It's also part of Asia. I don't know, man. Look, there have been a bunch of StarCraft players, Brood War players from Russia, but not a ton of them playing StarCraft 2, I don't think. So replacing his own fleet beacon, getting more Void Rays here. And this is, here we go. If Solar can take 6 o'clock, he wins. That's it. That is it. In a nutshell here. Solar still has 4,000 minerals in his bank. He's still mining from the secret back base. But he hasn't replanted the hatch in the bottom left, and he hasn't replanted the one just north of it either. I guess there's not enough minerals, really, to make it incredibly worth it. But yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying this game. This is really good stuff. Pretty classic Skytoss versus Zerg here in 2022, isn't it? Look at these probes try to kill this hatch. Hilarious. These lings are like, nah, what are you doing? Save on. Oh, he forced a cancel on the hatch because the army was there. He saw that coming. So the lings come back in to finish off the tech that's in the main base of ArT. Robotics Bay goes down. Templar Archive's gonna die, etc., etc. And I don't know. The Abducts are too good. I'd really, like I said, even if Solar doesn't get this 6 o'clock base, I still think he's gonna be okay. Because the Abduct is so sick. Just abducting individual Tempests, individual carriers, the Oracles, right? Just getting free kills with energy that's been transformed from HP of buildings into energy. So that's a little bit weird, but I don't know. New mothership trying to come in. Natural base of ArT dying, but these are bases that are mined out They don't contain... I guess the cybernetic scores are here, but upgrades are good. He's got 3, 3, 3 right now. Void Rays are like, yo, if you want to stick around, Ultralisks, we'll kill you. And every unit that dies here is a big deal. Oh, he burrows. Oh, what the heck? That burrow animation took too long? I thought he got burrowed. They don't have an observer with them either. That's weird. Dude, when do you ever see Ultralisk burrow animation? This game is sick. Again, check out Wardy to thank him for this replay, man. This is fantastic. And I'm sure most of you are going to be like, how? How is this a 30-minute game between two players? That's also what I am saying at the moment. Literally what I'm saying. How is this a 30-minute game between these two players? How? Shield battery overcharge? Maybe? Nah, probably not worth. Yeah, we're just dancing around. Another Oracle gets killed. I mean, picking off the Spore Crawler Forest, any kind of damage you're doing here is good damage. Both players. Gets a fungal down. Disruptor wipes out the Infestor, though. Okay. That's a trade. One fungal for one Infestor. Yo, that's not good for Solar here. ArT mining out of his bottom right base. That's all he's got remaining here. Solar's going to have a little bit more in his bank once everything's mined out, but the 6 o'clock, which is, again, being fought over like cats and dogs here. Wait, like cats and dogs? By cats and dogs? What's the phrase? Boom, boom. Okay, throwing up shield battery happiness here, which makes it really hard for the Zerg player to engage. Oh, that was a trap. Oh, pull it back. No, Void Ray's getting abducted and assassinated. Okay, that was basically... Oh, they stopped. Don't stop. That was basically Solar saying, hey, last time I had Ultras and Lings over here, they were alone and you killed one. Come back over. See what you could do. And then there were Corruptors ready and lying in wait for those Void Rays. Skytoss army could maybe get back down here and take down these Broodlords, but... if the Corruptors are alone, they're fast enough. They don't have to engage with anything, do they? I really don't think they do. Disruptor gets a hit off on a Spore Crawler and kills a couple Creep Tumors of the 89,000 that there are in this game. There's 106 of them. And yeah, Solar's just being so smart. Just pick, 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 pick. Uh-oh. The Corruptors are feeling good, and they lose one for feeling good. Tracks. Ling's trying to kill, or just drain the energy off these shield batteries as much as they can. These Ultras are probably dead. Oh, no. They both get out of there. Ultras with speed, man. Zippy boys. Oh, these Lings are burrowed in, but I'm pretty sure there's an observer with this army. Dude, if there's not, that's a problem. Oh, it's here. His one observer is here. Dude, if you could just pop, 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 pop. The Broodlords are too careful for that. They just come drop some Broodlings, they get out. They pull back to the Spore Forest. This is feeling like a ZVP from like before the Tectonic Destabilizers upgrade. When Spore Forests were everything for Zerg, and it was so hard for Protoss to crack them. And then they gave the Tempest the upgrade that said, hey, don't worry about it. You can kill these spores real easy now. And ArT's just having a hard time with it. Fungal down! Absolute abject chaos here. Feedback's going in, pulling back, taking some shield damage, but there's shield batteries to fall back to. Every single Zergling that dies is a big deal here for Solar, too. He's not happy about that. Yeah, so shield batteries heal everyone up. No real damage taken. No harm done. Bring the observer down and clear out this creep. It's vision. Oh, look at him. Long distance mining from these. Okay. So, like, show of hands, who thought this game was going to go to 40 minutes? Because we're really look like getting there. Look, Solar's long distance mining it too. No, can be no peace. There can be no peace between worlds here. Whiffs on the fungal. Who remembers when Fungal was an instant cast and it rooted the enemy instead of slowing them? Oh, Disruptor down, Mothership down. All right, this is kind of falling apart all of a sudden. Disruptor shot misses. Broodlord's taking some serious Tempest hits here as well, but the Broodlords are causing so much havoc on the ground. This is some really solid Broodlord contain in play here from Solar. I think Solar smells blood in the water. He really, really wants to go in for the kill, but he has to be very careful about it as well. Prismatic alignment comes up. Storm happens there too. Okay. All right, both players down to under 2,000 minerals and under 2,000 gas as well. This is crazy good. This is getting an epic tag, and you guys are going to be like, what? Solar versus ArT epic tag? What are you even talking about? It's a 35-minute ZVP where the entire map of Stargazers is getting mined out. It's getting an epic tag. Just saying. Yeah, the Broodlings have their upgrades. Spores are wandering up here, which seems like... I don't think this should have worked, but it totally did. Yeah, and look, Broodlings are free. So anything that Solar can do here with Broodlings is good for him. No one has any money at this stage of the game. They're under 1,000 minerals now. More Corruptors coming in to replace the ones that are dead. ArT, you can't allow... Oh, okay. 3 kills over here is nice. You can't allow Solar to have this base. Is he even trying to take it? No. He's got 172 supply, 480 minerals. This little guy is trying to throw down a hatch. There it is. So there's the hatch. Whoa. Solar kind of diving in a little bit from an oblique angle. God, the Archons just keep getting brutalized here. But Infestor's dying too. Broodlord doing some good work. Another combination of Fungal and Parasitic Bomb. You know what? Maybe I gotta pay a little bit more attention to Fungal and Parasitic Bomb in my ZVPs. If Solar does it, it can't be bad. It just whittles down the health on these carriers. The Void Razor fighting Snipe the Hatch. Snipe the Hatch. I know the spores are a problem. Yes, the hatch is dead. Solar doesn't have enough money to rebuild a new one, but I think this carrier fleet is going to get obliterated. The Void Razor back on prismatic alignment, though, buying additional time for the carriers to pull back to the lone shield battery that exists. Dude, Solar doesn't have enough money to rebuild this hatch. He's got 12 drones. ArT has 1 probe. ArT's like, man, I wish I had those shield batteries. There's one over here. You might as well use that. Yeah, nobody has any money. We went from banks of 4,000, 5,000 minerals apiece to 70 and 14. ArT's asking for a draw, which is hilarious. And this is the problem with your late game carrier comp. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Once you don't have any money left, having carriers is actually bad. I have drones, says Solar. So no, I'm not going to draw. I'm going to bring all my spores over here and kick your butt. Yeah, I don't... ArT cannot win this. He can't. It's not happening. Did he lose his obs? He lost his 1 ob, so he can't kill creep tumors unless they're in range of cannons. Oh, this is bad. He's trying to pick off these spores with the Tempests. Okay, especially when they're not burrowed. They're pretty easy to kill. Yeah, he can almost one-shot them with the Tempest that he has and the upgrades that he's got. Almost. Dude, kill those. You know those are changelings. You don't have any. Okay. Neural Parasite. Bringing them back. Snipe. Forcing the engagement here. That's a GG, and Solar is your winner in 38 minutes and 57 seconds. Are you kidding me? What a match. Dude, ArT. This guy, he's capable. He knows how to play PvZ. He knows when to get in there. He knows to start off with ground army and disruptors and stalkers and charge lot warpins and DTs and then move into carriers with void ray support and stuff. But yeah, remember when Solar had lost more resources than ArT had? Yeah, that was before the end of the game, where it's 55,000 lost for Solar and 76,000 lost for ArT. And like I said, traditionally, if the Zerg player does not take the 6, they're dead. But Solar's good enough with the spellcasters and that much better of a player than ArT is that he didn't have the 6 o'clock and he won anyway. That's the impressive stuff. That's where Solar's advanced skills and advanced ranking in Aligulat came in. The rest of the game was pretty good for ArT. I gotta say, he killed 5 hatcheries, 44 drones. Dude, Solar only made, 56 drones today. That's kind of nuts, honestly. It's a little bit weird, isn't it? In a 39-minute game? How did he get away with that? Dunno. 39 corruptors died, which is so many more corruptors than I expected to go down. How many carriers? 17 carriers got obliterated. Again, Abduct was responsible for most of those. And 21 Void Rays got killed too. So, GG. That was such a sick game. Anytime somebody wins a game and they've got 173 minerals in their bank and no income, it was a good game. See how no one has an income advantage here except Solar has a tiny one because I guess he's long distance mining with his drones here. Maybe. Actually, if I look through the map, they're just in random places. That's weird. Hold on a second. Pause. Drones. Oh, okay. So that's because they're long distance mining. And they have to go to this hatch because there's not one here and there's not one here. Dude, that's amazing. The long distance mining is crazy go nuts. Incredible. Like, really, 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 really good ZVP there. This ArT guy, do we need to cast more of him? I feel like maybe we do. I don't know. Anyway, made for an excellent Patreon game, that's for sure. I didn't know what to expect here. I kind of took a gamble on this, and it turned into something awesome. So, well done, Solar. Well, truly fantastic. At the end of the day, it was just spellcasting. It was the Abducts, it was the Parasitic Bombs, it was the Fungals, it was the Neural Parasites. It was the Spore Crawler Forest. It was the just never letting ArT jump on him. And getting out of there when Prismatic Alignment came up, his reactions were, everything was good for Solar in this game. And sure, ArT kind of dominated. I mean, Solar losing as much as he did there, especially in the bottom left, where ArT just kind of continued ravaging him. That was amazing. But Solar comes out on top. So expected outcome, unexpected path to get there, I think is a fair way to say it. So that is going to be it for me today, though. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. And go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.